Here is your stack. When we start, I want you to pass the exams out to the left side of the room, and you pass yours out onto the right side. In the meantime, go ahead and check the aisles with the other TAs to see if anyone needs any help. Thanks. Alright, I want everyone to settle down. There is still a little time left before class begins, but remember that today is an exam day, and I truly hope that does not come as a surprise to anyone, but I'm letting you all know just in case. With that in mind, you may want to make the most of these last few minutes to look over your notes and refresh your memory before we start. As a reminder, this exam will be weighed for 30% of your final grade, so you need to take this seriously. There will also be... Will I be dropping the lowest? No, definitely not. I was just getting to that. As written in the syllabus, and as I have definitely mentioned several times, I will not be dropping any scores. So, every single one counts. I know, but that's how we do things here in my class. That is why I'm going to tell you now, during the exam, I want you to take your time, breathe, and take things slowly. I mean this in the sincerest way. I don't want to have to see any of you again next semester. Alright, any other questions? Okay, I will let you get back to your studying then. Please be considerate to those around you and keep the talking to a minimum. Is there a problem? The recording cards? Yeah, they're in my office. I wanted to speak with the class first, but I'll go get them now. Can you watch them for me in the meantime? Thanks. I'll be back in a minute. Let's see. I should have left them on my desk if I recall. Oh, you. You startled me. What are you doing in here? This is not a good time. You really cannot be in my office right now. I told you specifically this would be a busy week for me, and that we would have time to ourselves afterwards. What? You can't wait that long? Well, you're gonna have to learn how to. You have a busy week yourself as well. I told you not to be neglectful just because most things come easy to you. There's one thing that doesn't, though. Is that so? Look, I'm not in the mood to play your games right now, and What are you doing? Do you have any idea where we are right now? You really cannot be doing that here. Were you always this way? What is it? You're all ready to begin? Alright, it took a little longer to find what I was in here searching for, but I will be right out. See, you're going to get both of us in trouble at this rate. Do you honestly think somebody won't end up catching you? How is it going to look when I have to escort you out of my office to an entire auditorium of my students and my TAs? You'll just wait for me then. 1, I told you to always prioritize your studies before all else. And 2, I still have an exam to oversee, which means you'd be left all alone here in my office. We both know you're a smart girl, so I don't want to have to keep reminding you of these things. Do you understand? And you need to learn to keep these hands to yourself. It's already compromising enough to have one of my students alone in here. But then you had to go and wear this skirt today, too. You don't know what I'm talking about? Fine, let me show you. I could just slide my fingers under and slip them up. And from here, it would be so easy just to... Where's that good girl I first met? Because here you are, pushing all my buttons. It's like you're doing this on purpose, just to get to me. Is that it? Look up at me. Are you trying to get a rise out of me? That mouth of yours always has something smart to say. We're really gonna have to fix that, though. Because you just don't listen. Where are your hands going? No, we're not doing that right now. It's not happening. Not today. I'm not entertaining your advances today just because you don't know the meaning of the word patience. That would only spoil you and give you the idea that you can always get anything you want out of me. And I don't think we can have that. A professor being pushed around by one of his brightest students. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go outside, and you're gonna behave for me. Don't test me. That smart mouth of yours is going to get you into trouble. I'll ask you one more time. Can you give me your word that you'll stay put while I handle this exam? I will deal with you later then. Alright, everybody settle down and clear your desks. I apologize for the small delay. We will be administering the exams shortly, so no more talking, please. Here are the recording slips. Pass them out along with the exams. I also need to mention that I won't be able to stay for very long today. Something urgent came up that requires my immediate attention, so I'll be leaving the proctoring to you all this time. When everyone's done, just lock the collected exams in my drawer here, and I'll collect them when I'm back. Yeah, thank you. Now that I have things somewhat taken care of, we can go back to our situation here. So, are you ready to listen to me? You cannot keep coming around as you please. I already laid out the ground rules of this relationship before. Not on campus, and especially not in my office. Do you understand? This is serious. You understand? You mean it, right? Good girl. Then I think we have that resolved. Well, it's a start at least. No. You're not leaving just yet. Where are you going off to? That was only one part of what I wanted to say. You're staying right here. My decision still stands, sweetheart. On campus, I'm a professor. Your professor, I should add. Which makes things even more complicated. You can't just come and go as you please with so many prying eyes around. So, what am I going to do with you? Even though we've come to an agreement, there's still the matter of disciplining you for the stunt you pulled today. I've already tried letting you off with just a warning before, but you really seem intent on disobeying even the most simple, reasonable requests from me. So, I don't think a gentle slap on the wrist will get my point across to you. Don't you agree? Look up at me when I'm speaking to you. Maybe I should employ a different method to correct your behavior for breaking into my office. Since this is a personal matter, let's keep this between just the two of us. I think I can handle one of my students by myself. Well, I do have some ideas to make sure this sticks in your mind. Come over here. We'll get started right now. Open that pretty mouth of yours. Oh, that's it. Don't bite. Keep it open for me, just like that. That's a good girl. You're gonna do everything I tell you to, right? And you're ready to take whatever comes. Good girl. Then, bend over